All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1064, Adams case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Adams,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've decided that I need a little more money a month with the child that we have, so that's why I'm here.
All right. So currently, how much are you receiving?
I think it's about minimum wage.
Okay, so about what, $213 or so,
Yeah.
something like that?
Yes, around
Okay.
that area.
All right. How old is the child?
She's 5.
Okay. Does mom give anything extra? Has she been doing anything extra?
No, nothing.
Okay.
The case of today, Judge Vonda B has her work cut out for her. Is this about financial hardship or emotional manipulation? When both parents claim to love their child, who is actually doing right by her? Buckle up, because what begins as a plea for more support spirals into a storm of past trauma, financial irresponsibility, and courtroom fireworks. It's all about alleged abuse, bipolar disorder, child support drama, and a 5-year-old stuck in the middle. Mr. Adams claims he's barely making ends up, and the mother recently got a $55,000 job and still says she can't pay more.
Minimum wage, child support. Was she working previously?
She was working previously, and then she quit the job, I want to say. I can't really get that backstory out of her, but we had to separate, Your Honor. I couldn't do it anymore.
You couldn't do what anymore?
I couldn't be with her. She started to get very just abusive. For what it is, my breaking point, she went upside my head because I couldn't put her food in the microwave.
Oh, wow. This lady did that?
Your Honor,
She looks so sweet.
No, you darn near need to get the bailiff in here. I can't. She's very abusive. She can play the funk.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna throw nothing at me, are you?
No, ma'am, no.
Okay. Well, he said you went upside his head. I just want to make sure you don't try to go upside mine.
It was a rough day that day, you know, Your Honor. I'm diagnosed bipolar, and I was just having a really rough day, and our child, she was just really just crying all day, and I just needed a little bit of help, and he was just saying he couldn't help me at home, and so that's why I just kind of acted out.
Oh, okay. So it was an isolated incident?
Huh?
Was it an isolated incident?
I'm sorry, when she get her foot going like that, I just... Say it again.
Was it an isolated incident?
What do you mean, isolated?
Like, did that happen one time?
No.
She's gone upside your head numbers of times.
Numbers.
Okay.
Numbers, dozens.
It's because he let my medication, I was off my medication, and he said he couldn't pay for it because it was too expensive, you know, but...
All right, hold on a second. He claims that she hit him because he didn't microwave her food, but this isn't just petty, it's abusive. And when he later admits that it has happened dozens of times, the emotional toll is real. This isn't just a custody or support issue. It's a safety issue. Does her admission of bipolar disorder justify repeated violence? Or is there more to this dynamic than meets the eye?
Oh, I still love him. I mean, look at him. He's a fine-looking man, and I love our child. And
He's a nice looking guy.
I really want to work it out, and I just got this new job. And
Tell me about that new job.
well, I'm a manager at a fast food restaurant,
Okay.
and I'm trying to get back on my feet, and but I got a lot of debt, so I have to save that money, and I don't feel like I can pay more child support right now.
How much are you making now at your new job?
I'm making $55K.
55,000. That's a lot from where you're at now.
I didn't have anything before, and I just have a lot of the credit card debt
Okay.
and health debt, with my medication and my visits.
I understand. You understand that he has things that he needs to pay for you all's daughter, right?
Yes.
And I can only imagine $200 or so for a 5-year-old is not cutting it.
It's not.
You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's only fair that your child support is increased because your income has changed and you have the means now to support your daughter a little bit better. Now, that's not to say I understand that you have debt. I understand that you have things that you have to pay for, but with what's in the best interest of the child, your child support should be increased. You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your daughter involved in any extracurricular activities or anything?
Yeah, she's in ballet.
Ballet, okay. How much is ballet?
It comes to about, I want to say, about $200 a month.
$200 a month? Okay. And she goes throughout the year?
Yes.
Okay. What about health insurance?
I pay health insurance.
All right. How much is health insurance?
It's about $222 a month.
All right.
This is where things get complicated. She claims that she still loves him, that she is emotionally vulnerable, and that she is trying to change her life. However, let's not lose sight of the fact that love cannot change the past. Nor does it cover ballet, health insurance, or school supplies. She is now making $55,000, which is a significant increase. But rather than putting her child's needs first, she is attempting to win sympathy for her own financial difficulties. What do you think about her debts taking precedence over her parental responsibilities? Oh, I see.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So mom had supervised visits.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So this is what we're going to do, ma'am. We are going to adjust your child support so that it increases to reflect what it should be based on your new income. You testified that your new amount was $55,000. That would bring your gross to $4,580, bringing your net to $3,504. You only have one child? This is your only child?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's going to be based on 20%, which brings your child support amount to $700.80. Now you do have to reimburse dad for the health insurance, okay? So that $780 plus the $222 for health insurance reimbursement, that brings your monthly obligation to $922.80.
Additionally, when a parent is unable to spend even one day alone with their child, the court is expressing serious concern. This adds credence to what Mr. Adams has said thus far. And as she fights to reduce the amount, the judge is obviously asking, is this child safe and are her needs being met? Since the system already doesn't fully trust your custody role, you can't plead for leniency.
Reggie, he's a used car salesman, and he sold me this discounted car, and it's just a junk car, and I've been having so many bills from this car.
Okay.
And I just had it in the shop, and it was $750.
All right.
Because it's just breaking down, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this because he's the one who sold me this and said it was a good car.
So what
Your
did
Honor,
you want me to
in
do
my
about
defense,
it?
I sold her that car.
Well, here's the deal. I don't even need your defense because I didn't need her story. It doesn't have any impact on what it is that I have to do. This isn't a divorce where, we're in a temporary orders hearing and we're talking about splitting debts and anything like that. So it's irrelevant to what we're doing here today. However, you have to take care of that expense. That's how you're going to have to handle it. And if the two of you have an issue that ends up having to result in litigation, that'll be
about $922.80 per month, which is a significant increase over minimum wage support and covers health insurance reimbursement. This is basic math, and the judge isn't only acting on feelings. For one child, 20% of her net salary is fair, lawful, and non-negotiable. Even though she has expenses, the judge makes it very plain that having debt does not absolve you of your parental responsibilities. If you can afford to work, you can afford to provide for your child.
So as of today, your child support has been increased to $922.80. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.